What is up, champs? What is up? I just got done unloading, and when I unload, I do it myself. So I got pallets and an electric pallet jack. I just take it off and I throw on the good old headset, right? And I hit a YouTube video. Typically I like to listen to only informational stuff. I do not like gameplays like I used to as a kid, but like I sometimes I'll delve into it, but I can't really get into certain things that are not gaining or feeding me knowledge. And one video that I clicked on was Big Ward. I'm always watching his videos, huge supporter of Big Ward the Genius. If you haven't heard him, check him out here on YouTube. Also a truck driver. One thing that he capitalized on was the fact that a lot of people were talking about his car. Now, if you're a real viewer, and I wish I watched him a lot earlier, but it was only his one of his big posts that took off Everybody's Broke video that I was first introduced to him. But everybody was talking about his car. Why do you got grease on the steering wheel? Why do you got a ceiling that's like the fabric is falling down? Why do you have all these things? He's an owner-operator, right? I'm pretty sure he paid the truck that he has completely off. Now, some owner-operators, and actually a lot of owner-operators that I talk to, and even truck drivers that I talk to, they don't look rich. See, the title of this video, Truck Drivers Should Look Poor But Be Rich. So I'm talking to this guy. He was a truck driver. He has multiple rental properties. Not only that, he invested into a property down in Florida, built his way up through the company. And I asked him, why didn't you open up your own business? He said, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was own and operate things and use the money, take the money that I got from this company and fuel my own company or my own little investments over here. Now, other truck drivers are like, I want to build up a company. I want to build up a fleet, but it's hard to find dedicated people that are going to get into the truck, do the job correctly, be safe. So a lot of people are talking about his car and saying you should upgrade. You're making that YouTube money. If you know anything about YouTube, this is my second channel. My other channel took off. I had one video that like hit hundreds of thousands of views. After that, I had a few others, but I let that channel go and die. And then I started this channel. It hasn't ever hit the heights of my other channel, but that's fine. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm talking to truck drivers. I'm giving information. I'm showing the lifestyle, providing information. But if you know anything about YouTube, you have to make substantial amount of views to actually make money. Now, granted, it all determines on what you're talking about, your channel, and the ads that they play on your videos. But that's regardless. Okay, he's a truck driver. He's an owner-operator. He's a YouTuber. He should be buying a G-Wagon. He should be buying a Camaro. He should be buying a Hellcat. Whatever thing that people think that's going to service you. Let me break this down to you. If you're a truck driver, you know how much maintenance might cost of a whole entire, let's just say the engine goes out of a semi, and you're an owner-operator. You know the substantial amount of money that you would have to put in or have to buy a new whole entire cab. You have to consider fuel. So let's just diverge that into the space of the vehicle. I've done something completely dumb and I majorly regret it. I had a car that I got when I was out of college, and my payments were low, my insurance was low. And I was just like, okay, you know what? What I'm going to be doing today is just going down to a gas station one day. And then a car smacked me at a red light, the back. I was like, dang, what happened? I look at this guy. He looks inebriated. He looks like he's been drinking. And my car is totaled. I get a mount. And I'm like, let me go out here. And I had a girl at the time. I'm trying to keep the relationship together. Maybe if I get a car that she likes. This is a stupid thought. You gotta be real with yourself in order to progress. So I'm going out here, getting this car, pull up in it. She's like, oh, I love it. I love this car, blah, 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 blah. She ain't here. A lot of y'all want to do what I did in my past. I got me a Versace belt. Guess what? I gained muscle, mass, and it it don't even fit me no more. I could resell it. I'll definitely do that. I got me some Nike Air Max for like $200 when I went down to Atlanta. Feeling myself. $200. Just, I'm like, yeah, let me go down to Atlanta. I'm gonna get me these. Bro, these things fit so snug on my feet. I was about to return them. Don't know why I didn't. But again, you have to be honest with your stupidity. So when you look at somebody and you're like, why don't you stop? Why don't you get this? Why don't you get that? A lot of people, if you really delve deep into them, a lot of the things that they like that is personalized to them, they'll splurge. Their tools, their cars sometimes, but a lot of times you need assets rather than liabilities, and a lot of us want to claim clothing as an asset. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Two people had good amount. One didn't lack education from college, and one went to college. One depended on the government, another depended on themselves. And a lot of people want to blame the system. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Read that book. It's good. But the reality, and to bring it back to Big Ward the genius, is that this man is a genius. He's already learned that if I get a certain vehicle, it's fine to get one nice car. You'll find out that one nice car that you run low mileage, you want to step out, you want to feel good about yourself. You don't have to be hard on yourself all the time. But the main thing that's going to stay consistent every single day is something that you can easily fix and always rely on. A lot of people want to go to fashion rather than function. A lot of people would rather go to a high density place. Like tomorrow, you might be going to a fest or a carnival or something like that. And what happens if something were to happen and you got your fashionable shoes on? Because you want women to look at your shoes. You want women to look at your Versace shirt. You want women to look at your whatever is the trend of pants. I don't know. Right? And then something goes off, pops off. You got these fancy shoes that can't even move. I wear boots, not only because I like boots, but because they're functional. If I gotta move, I gotta move. If I got my daughter in my hand, I can take off. Pick her up, let's go. Again, a lot of people choose fashion over the functionality of things. When I bought my laptop, I had to consider it. I even went to my own dad. I said, hey, Dad, I'm thinking about getting a laptop. I used my tax refund on that. And I had to align my pros and cons and say, okay, I bought one laptop. It was a little bit cheaper. It was a cheaper laptop. But then I went back to the store and I bought the best top of the line one because I knew that for the next 5 to 6 years, I'm going to use the functionality of these things. A lot of people don't understand. They think about it right now. Okay, this is going to serve me right now. I'm going to enjoy it right at this moment. But yet, the newest vehicle just came out next year. So the girl's looking at the next year's model and the year after that and the year after that. So while you're deep in debt into a vehicle that's already depreciated in 4 years, there's somebody else making that decision again, and that top guy. A lot of us do a lot of this stupid stuff, buy all these fashionable things because we want validation. And guess what? I like this shirt. It's an oversized shirt. And I used to wear shirts, you would wear shirts that come up to here, showing your muscles and everything like that. Guess what? It would always go into my armpit. I hated it. And so I was just like, yeah, it makes me feel good that I'm showing off, but you know what is more satisfying than showing off is when you have somebody that you care about that is like, oh wow. Instead of showing the world that you got these muscles, that you're building up, that you got this wealth, that somebody that just first liked you for you, which is rare. And they're like, oh wow, I didn't know you were like this. Oh wow, I didn't know. So let's be honest. What are we really doing it for? Now, ever since I was a kid, I saw a Corvette. There is a dream of mine that I want to achieve. I want to get a nice all blacked out Corvette. I don't want a Lamborghini. I don't want a Porsche. I want an all black Corvette. When I was a kid, I also did Zoom Zoom. That used to be Mazda's thing. I got me a Mazda. And that car ran me, for quite a while. Loved that car. Did a great job all these years. And I didn't even do I should have kept up on the maintenance. I'm not on the maintenance like I am with my new car. My dad had the same truck that hauls a trailer ever since we were kids. It's still there. He maintains it. He does a good job. And that's the biggest problem, that we want to buy something. We want to buy a new camera. I got this camera, and this is what I'm going to roll with till the day it goes off. This phone until it slows down, because I don't, or they make a substantial upgrade. But everybody wants to get the newest iPhone 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. It's so stupid. Just because you want to keep up with the Joneses. I'm done with the Joneses. I ain't keeping up with them. Go ahead, because guess what? The tortoise that runs that race is the one that beats the rabbit. And guess what? All my life I wanted to go fast. I want everything fast. But if I had it fast, oh God, I wanted to say thank God for this. And I'm talking to the Lord now. Thank God, because if anything came into my life fast, I would have crashed out. I came into trucking. I wanted to make 100 grand real fast, but didn't know how much work you got to put in. Your finances got to have a system. Your body, your mind, everything has to have a system in order to be sustainable. A lot of men out here want to have, oh, I wish I had a kid and stuff like that. I have a daughter, but you don't understand the dedication. Her birthday's coming up. And the first thing that I do with my check, I'm like, okay, how much can I pay myself? And then how much of the bills do I got to delegate over here? How much can I contribute into my Roth IRA? And then I got to say, okay, now it's time. A month ahead, I got to start saving for my daughter's birthday. Last year, I did it. I set up the whole birthday. I asked my ex-wife, okay, what is my daughter or our daughter want to do? Right? She tells me, I'm like, cool, let me set it up. Start looking into the prices. It's expensive, but I got to do the work now, so then I'm not lacking a week before and like, oh no, I don't know what I should do. I'm telling you, people don't care. I get the most compliments about I usually wear like a G-Shock. I love G-Shocks. Love them. Love a G-Shock. There's only a few that I want. There's only a few other brands of watches that I always wore a watch. So anybody that's like, oh, I wear watches now, I'm a watch collector. I've always, somebody in middle school can tell you about the Casio silver watch set before they recreated it. That Casio watch, I loved it. Everybody was like, I like your watch, I like your watch. I still have that watch to this day. It's true to me. True to me. And that's why I'm like, man, I don't like shirts that's all up in my armpit. I don't like tight clothes. Man, I like to feel comfortable. I ain't going to be fake with myself no more. And a lot of y'all want to be fake with yourself. So go ahead, be fake, go play around. You'll find out. Stop judging other people and telling how other people should rule their money when you got nothing. You don't have a cent. You don't have a penny. At the end of the month, you're just hoping that, dang, can I get $1 in order to give me some ramen? See, a lot of failures can tell you a lot because they won't fail again. They learn their lesson unless they're an idiot or insane. So, to you, I might look poor. I don't got a gold chain. I used to wear a gold chain every time. I love this. You know why? Because I went down to Puerto Rico where my family is, and this represents a whole lot more than a gold chain around my neck. I look at dudes with gold chains, and if that's really you, that's really you. But I do not care. I don't care about a Cuban link. I don't care about any of that. I never did. I never did. See, that's crazy. I never did. I get compliments about this more than I ever get any about gold chains. I get compliments about my when I, get out of my trucking attire. When I wear my normal clothes, I get more compliments on those things that didn't cost me a lot, rather than the things that I went and splurged. There's few items in this life that you should splurge on. But some of y'all don't even understand. Gain experiences by yourself. Go get experiences rather than items that don't mean a thing that you forget about in a week. And then when you become an investor, you're starting to get money. You're starting to get money, and you start capitalizing and getting all that compound that you've been working on. You start looking at expenses like, oh man, should I really buy this $100 pair of shoes, or could I double or triple that within 3 months or less? Like, if you just get out of it, man, if you get out of it, that's it. If you got old clothes, you gotta get them out and put some in. I hate to say this, but almost majority of there's only one woman that she was not always trying to get a bunch of stuff. She had things that she liked, things that she wanted to keep, but there was only one woman, and she wasn't always trying to get the new clothes every week. And that was my ex-wife. Other than that, the rest had bunch of clothes just strewn about. I'm talking about pack the closet. Pack the closet. Dear God, I'm like, what in the world? It was a shocking coming from my ex-wife to out here. I'm like, gee, what is going on? What is going on? Every week, mall. I'm like, man, this is insane. So, for all y'all that want to do fashion over function, do it. Do it. Because somebody else is getting ahead. Like, they gave me a uniform. Some of y'all are like, I want to wear Jordans in the semi truck. I got the McDusties on. I got these Dusties. McDusties. 3,000. Can't touch these. Can't touch them. Been in dirt, grime, and everything. You want them? I'll be like Kanye. I'll sell them for 10 grand. Previously worn. McDusties on deck. I don't care what anybody says. See, that's when you got to be comfortable. My dad taught me that. When you are unapologetically you, you just operate upon you. You do things because it's you. I gotta go this way, and they're like, well, why don't we just go that? Nah, I'm going this way. The only reason why, and I seen it, my dad is successful, is because he didn't go this with everybody else. He decided to go this way, and he worked hard. He did the things that other people just don't want to do. I'm like, dang, I've done that. I went that way, but I used that stuff, went to that same way, and I used the things that I got to go right back that way. I said, I grabbed this box full of money, and I went that way. I said, great. And I have nothing. When I got back from that way, I went straight this way, and I have to do it again and do it again. I'm done doing it again. So go get that Versace. Go ahead and be like, go ahead and upgrade yourself like Badman Kevo. Get taller. Get a BBL. Do all these things. Be like Badman Kevo. Do it. I guarantee you'll never, ever, ever truly be happy with yourself. That being said, man, I gotta head on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.